Yo, what's good? How about them Florida Panthers? Sure does feel good to almost cull out that game to a T. Tune in for a quick recap of Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. What's good, everybody? It's your capper's favorite capper. I am Exotic Wagers, and I'm one of the sports consultants over at the Legacy Sports Discord. We cover most major sports, give up picks daily, and charge just $14.99 a month. Click the link in the description below if you would like to join. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're a repeat offender, thanks for stopping back by. If you like this content, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications on so you can get all of the latest content when the content drops. Also, drop a comment down there. Let me know if you think the Panthers are gonna sweep the Oilers, or if the Oilers even have a shot at coming back to win the Stanley Cup. If you tuned into my last video, we cashed on the free play of the Florida Panthers team total over 2.5 goals. That I believe that cashed in the second period, so that was a no sweat winner there. And if you're in our Discord, I mentioned in the last video that we had a 3-leg shot on goal parlay that also cashed. That was a plus 116 that we cashed. Let me see here. I do have some of the wins that we had today. So that was the 3-leg parlay for plus 116. We also took the Florida Panthers. I know I mentioned in my video I hadn't got to the window yet, but about an hour before game time, the line got up to plus 130, and I thought, why not take a shot? We also took a shot on the puck line. That did not cash, as the Oilers kind of came back there in the third period. But then we also, like I said, cashed on the team total over 2.5 shots on goal. But yeah, we did pretty good today in the Discord. I even had a golf parlay with Scheffler and Schauffele to both win their matches. Schauffele ended up pushing, and I think he shot even on the day, but Scheffler ended up beating Hovland by I think 4 strokes. So that was another it was a high odds win because of the void, but definitely a good day in the Discord for us. And what a great game by the Florida Panthers down at Rogers Place. I mean, like I said in the last video, Florida came out to play. They controlled that whole first 2-period game. Just really didn't give Edmonton a chance to put any shots on goal. Suffocated their space, and it was pretty much lights out till about maybe 6 or 7 minutes left in the third period, where I felt like Edmonton finally started playing like they should have been playing this whole time. And even though I had said that Edmonton plays better at home and they might I didn't think they'd get more than 2 goals. They ended up getting 3. But like I said, I did like the over. I felt like if Edmonton was gonna come out and try to win this one, they were definitely going to put some goals up, but I did not think that was going to stop Florida from putting up some goals as well. I had also mentioned that I just couldn't count on Skinner giving up, like I said, less goals than Bobby. And although Bobby let up some late goals, he still had an amazing game in my opinion. Speaking of Bobby, let's look back into his Conn Smythe look that I gave out in one of my first videos. So in my previous video before game 1, I had mentioned Sergei Bobrovsky would be a good look for the Conn Smythe award at plus 450. Like I said in the video, I didn't bet it. Now I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass as I didn't bet it. Now if you look at the Conn Smythe odds after game 3, Sergei is minus 500. I would say the second close runner behind him is probably Alexander Barkov. He did have a goal and an assist today in today's game, and I feel like outside of Bobby, he's probably, well, I mean, Bobby is important, but Barkov is probably the most important player on the ice when it comes to this matchup. He's definitely the best defender in this game, and he does a really good job of keeping McDavid to very minimum. I think Draisaitl has 0 points in this series, or in this last run. Let me see. McDavid had 2 points in this game, so I believe he's had a total of 3. But yeah, Draisaitl still had 0. I believe Barkov was covering both McDavid and Draisaitl today. I know with the line change-ups, he was covering Draisaitl for a good portion of today. But yeah, I really think Bobby's going to win the Conn Smythe, and I believe the books do too. They have it at minus 500. Looking back, we can also look at in that first video I did give out before the series started. I said to take Connor McDavid. This is a bet that I did take. Plus 3+ shots on goal in every game. I believe today he had 6. He had 6 in game 1, and in game 2 he had 3. So if this series is going to be only 4 games long, and Florida is either out in the lead next game, I would expect David to continue to keep shooting. And this bet's looking pretty good. I bet 0.2 units to win 1 at plus 500. Let's see, what else do I got for you guys? But yeah, so over there in tonight's game, or today's game, Reinhart got out early and scored one with about a minute left in the first period. Then Fogle got that one early in the second period. But for most of that game, like I said, Florida controlled that game. Playing defense all over the ice, playing defense in the offensive zone by keeping puck possession. I mean, that's kind of how you do it, right? Late in the third period, like I said, Edmonton started to play like should have been playing all game. But that's kind of what makes Chris Knobloch a good coach, is he kept flipping lines and kept making changes until something worked. But by the end of the game, the Panthers came away with the win 4-3. It did get a little sweaty there. Like I said, we were on the puck line as well. Did not win that one. Almost got an empty netter. I believe that puck hit just on the outside of the pipe and bounced it out. It was a matter of inches. But it could have been a 5-3 win as well. Now come Saturday, the question is, will Edmonton get swept, or will they have to travel back and make it a series and travel back to Florida? I had told the Discord that if Florida wins today, that we would be betting Edmonton in game 4. And then I said if Edmonton wins this one, we would be betting the Panthers in game 4. But now I'm not really too sure. The Oilers look good as of late, but if they could play like that for the whole game, maybe they would win. I might even go right back to that Panthers team total, over 2.5 shots or 2.5 goals. Like I had said in my last video, that stat was 8 of the last 10. That makes it 9 of the last 11. That also makes it 5-0 in Edmonton. I believe they had, in my last video, I said they had a total of 4, 3, 6, 6, and now with this game, another 4. So that would make it 5-0 to over 2.5 shots on goal. Kind of interested to see what that team total will come out as. We bet it at minus 116. I saw it on some books as long as minus 135. But Bobby gave up 3 this game, and like I said, Bobby's gonna have a let up game. Is today's game his let up game? Is he gonna give up more than 3 goals? I don't know. I believe it was that second goal from Fogle that, I mean, it wasn't even on goal. It hit a defender, I believe, in his elbow or shoulder, and deflected back in behind Bobby into the net. So Those other goals were good goals, but it's kind of hard for me to say if Bobby's really if this was his let up game or if he's gonna let up more goals. I really don't see him having a worse game than he had today. But like I said, one thing I do know, McDavid's gonna be shooting. Just like today, his prop should be a good look in game 4 on Saturday. When I was going through this video yesterday, or giving out my breakdown of game 3 yesterday, that prop was at plus 100, and maybe, I don't know, I looked at that prop maybe 15 or 20 minutes right before game time, and I saw it on some books as long as minus 130. So I wouldn't be surprised if this line comes out, drastically different from plus 100 to minus 120, minus 125. I could even see it as long as on some books is minus 140, 145, because the books anticipate that, and desperation mode as well. Game 4, trying not to get swept. But yeah, let's see, what else do I got? So yeah, I think that's all I got, but make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for a breakdown of game 4. I should have a free play for you guys. I'm actually, after this video, going to start looking at what I'm going to be looking at in game 4. Like I said, we are writing a 3-unit future bet on the Panthers to win the cup, so it would be nice to cash that out on Saturday, but I also wouldn't mind another game to bet on, so we'll see how that goes. I really don't, right now, I really don't have a lean one way or the other. Like I said, I know I told the Discord that we would be betting Edmonton in game 4 if the Panthers won a game 3, but who's to say? Maybe we'll be on the Panthers and be able to cash out 4 straight games on the Panthers along with getting their 3-unit future. But we'll see. So for now, you guys all take care and keep grinding out those dubs. Thanks.